Ancient age appears when clocks miscount the years. It's Rhyme and Reason 721.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why.
Hey there, Tony here. And what if you reached your prime, let's say around 33, your prime in life, and someone told you that you look old? Ooh, wouldn't exactly make you feel great, right? Even if you're totally confident in who you are and your appearance, you don't want to look old before your time, right? And I bet Mother Earth doesn't like it all this much either, with all this talk about her ancient age. I mean, come on, man, show a little sensitivity, okay? Because Mother Earth's so-called ancient age, no, that's just based on bad timing, bad clocks. And all it takes to make Earth seem really old is just to pile on a bunch more years. And that's easy. Just use bad clocks, like I said, and measure wrong. Just do all that stuff wrong. Then you can make the poor little old Mother Earth as old as you want, and she's not going to like it, I'm telling you. I used to be a full-time finish carpenter, and I'm sure you've heard the old saying, measure twice, cut once. Yeah, and when we did that, back then, if you do it now, if you measure twice and cut once, you're less likely to mess things up and get it wrong, and you're going to be more accurate. Doesn't guarantee anything, but you're less likely to mess it up, and you're more likely to be more accurate. So I brought all that up because hidden in that saying, measure twice, cut once, is the implication that you'll use an accurate tape measure. You know, it's a measure twice and cut once. But if you got a tape measure, tape, sounds like I'm saying tape. If you have a tape measure that is incorrect to start with, you can measure twice, 3 times, 4 times. It's not going to matter. You know, you could use some other form of measurement because if that device ain't correct, the measurement's not going to be either, you know. So if scientists are going to theorize the age of the Earth, they should at least use some accurate measurements and not that slow clocking data that they've used for far too long. Get it? Far too long measurement. Okay, never mind. Let's use a couple of examples, like coral reefs and stalactites and stalagmites. I remember going into a cave when I was a kid and learning in science about stalactites and stalagmites. And, of course, even back there in my time in school, back in the ancient days, they still said that stalactites and stalagmites took millions of years to form, or at least hundreds of thousands, because, you know, the water slowly dripping and, you know, calcium deposits, etc., etc. Anyway, people who call themselves unbiased scientists, they say that the coral reefs and stalactites and stalagmites take a long time to form, like I said, and so the Earth must be old. It must be. But, as it turns out, other scientists have discovered that under favorable growth conditions, those same things can form in 3,400 years or less. 3,400, not 34 million, 3,400. Way, way less. But you're not going to hear many of those unbiased scientists sharing that new information because it all points to a young planet. And, I just wonder, why don't they care how happy Mother Earth would be to hear the news? What? I'm not so old. I'm only 3,400 years old. No, you're not 3,400 years old, but, that would be nice even if Mother Earth found out she was only, let's say, 7,000 years old. 7,000. That's a young Earth when you compare to how old they're trying to make her. But I guess they just don't care. They just don't care. Not so much, because a young Earth couldn't have just exploded into existence, not the way they think anyway, and life couldn't have evolved in such a short time. You just couldn't have done it. And they know that. And they also know that young Earth data points to what they consider to be that silly notion of creation, and they don't want to go there, of course, because creation implies a creator. Oh, now we've gone off the deep end, right? Next time you'll be telling us that, God created everything literally in 7 days. No, actually, no. No, he created everything in a literal 6 days. But, you're close. Whatever. And you're much closer than those miscounted millions of years. So, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to play this song and I'll be right back.
Fast forward to the scene by the ocean. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. Fast forward to a time of reflection. Then you can use your hindsight direction to help avoid that angst and depression. Fast forward to your dreamland expression. Can you just imagine? I can imagine it all now. How it all might be. Oh, it's gonna be. If we end up dying, that could happen. And find out that we live. I know I'm gonna. Can't you hear the question? Lots and lots of questions. How could we not see? I should've listened, man. Where's the one in charge? Where's the main man? Oh, and how much do I give? I could donate to your cause. Fast forward to the scene by the ocean. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. Fast forward to a time of reflection. Then you can use your hindsight direction to help avoid that angst and depression. Fast forward to your dreamland expression in all of all creation. This is pretty complex. And how it all could be. But I think we can figure it out. Fairy tale illusion. See, once upon a time, increase with every year. A very long time ago. The wrinkled plans expand. All this stuff, it compressed. Exponentially. It expanded. Until one day, perhaps. And kaboom, man. What duck becomes a deer. Yeah, right. Fast forward to the scene by the ocean. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. Fast forward to a time of reflection. Then you can use your hindsight direction to help avoid that angst and depression. Fast forward to your dreamland expression. What does this all mean? Why should we care? That we didn't come from slime, and there's a God out there. Fast forward to the scene by the ocean. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. Fast forward to a time of reflection. Then you can use your hindsight direction to help avoid that angst and depression. Fast forward to your dreamland expression. Fast forward to the scene by the ocean. You're shattered and fatigued. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. Fast forward to a time of reflection. Then use your hands and direction. Then use your hands and direction to help avoid that angst and depression. To help avoid that angst and depression. Fast forward to your dreamland expression. Fast forward by the ocean. By the ocean. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. Then you can use your hand direction. Then you can use your hand direction to help avoid that angst and depression. To avoid that angst and depression. Fast forward to your dreamland expression. Fast forward to the scene by the ocean. Fast forward. You're shattered and fatigued with emotion. Fast forward to a time of reflection. Then you can use your hindsight direction to help avoid that angst and depression. Fast forward to your dreamland expression.
That's right, like the song said in there, in case you didn't quite catch the lyrics, in awe of all creation and how it all could be, the fairy tale illusions increase with every year. That's the years, by the way, the amount of time. The wrinkled plans expand exponentially until one day, perhaps, a duck becomes a deer. Yeah, right. That's the little voice in the background there. All right, you know that you did not evolve. I know that you know that. You're not part monkey. You're not part fish. You're a human being. You're the only creature on planet Earth, you human beings. You're the only ones created in the image and likeness of God. We're the only ones He loves enough to give that promise of eternity written into our heart, and it's there for the taking. All we got to do is ask. And you don't get unlimited time to do the asking. The unlimited time comes after you ask for that eternal life and receive it, because someone paid for it already, and they went to the trouble, and it was a lot of trouble to pay for it for you. So if you haven't already done so, I know most of the people who listen to this podcast, they have done this. But if you haven't, you need to get in good standing with your Creator. Ask Him to save you, and He will, and you'll live forever in paradise. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you will soon. Thank you so much for tuning in to Rhyme and Reason, brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com, where it's always available to go over there to that merch tab and get that t-shirt that says, Life has Rhyme and Reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's